when you talk about what LeBron played with, and I only put in the players that were either in their prime or somewhat a little bit out of it. I'm not going to bring up guys like Russ or anything like that.
What?
I'm going to shoot you guys a list of players that LeBron played with while they were still in their prime or somewhat out of it. Dwayne Wade, Kyrie, AD, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, and I'll put Ray in there because he was still a really good shooter at that time.
All right, new rule. 3-strike rule. At strike 3, I just exit the video. That is strike 1 because it makes no sense. So a 40-year-old Jesus Shuttlesworth counts as a great teammate for LeBron because he's still a good shooter or a great shooter. But Russell Westbrook, he doesn't count, even though he basically just averaged a 22-point triple-double the year before joining LeBron in LA.
35 points, 14 rebounds, 21 assists, and just 4 turnovers.
That of any player ever, that's like the most potent list. Only person that came really close to it was Kevin Durant, right? It's arguable, but I think you would have to say LeBron has a bigger list of guys and bigger names and players that played at a high level. Mr. LeBron James, historian, does that hurt LeBron's legacy whatsoever?
No, zero. Doesn't hurt him at all.
Why?
Because if I sit here and start building the starting lineup of the best players he's faced in the NBA Finals, what does that lineup look like now?
It looks great, but...
What does it look like? Build it. Build it in your mind. Who would be at the point guard position?
Curry.
Who would be at the 2?
Clay.
No, prime Kawhi Leonard would be at the 2. Who would be at the 3?
Durant.
Kevin Durant. Who would be at the 4? Prime Dirk Nowitzki. Who would be at the 5? Take your pick, whoever. Take your pick out of the 5.
Who would be at the 5?
No, he didn't pick.
But I'll
take your 5, whoever you want.
But
Bam?
Whoever you want.
But I'll challenge you though.
Challenge me.
Kevin Durant played in this same era though.
Kevin Durant never made it to the NBA Finals from the age he was 22 to all the way to 2017. He never made it to an NBA Finals until he got to a super team. And after he left the super team, he never even sniffed it again.
Saying Kawhi Leonard was in his prime in year 2 or 3, I'm going to call that a check swing appeal, but you didn't go. But it was awfully close. Now, I could just apply 2 strikes for this weird-ass slanted argument that he's trying to make, but I'll just call it one huge major whiff where the bat went flying. So it's a strike, but it's a huge strike. Am I tripping, or did he just say that KD didn't go to the finals until he got to the Warriors?
Kevin Durant never made it to the NBA Finals. From the age he was 22 to all the way to 2017, he never made it to an NBA Finals until he got to a super team. And after he left the super team, he never even sniffed.
What about 2012? Or 2012? Nobody's going to correct this man?
He opened the door. Let's do context now, right? 2012, they get to the NBA Finals and they win, right? They win the NBA championship. 2013, Chris Bosh is gone for the entire playoffs. Do you guys remember this or not?
Yeah,
I do.
Gone for the entire playoffs. He comes back in the finals. They beat the San Antonio Spurs dynasty in 7, right?
Chris Bosh did not get injured at all in 2013 or 14. They're speaking on the wrong year. Chris Bosh did get injured in the 2012 postseason, but I don't understand why DJ Khaled has to exaggerate to the point he's saying Bosh missed the entire playoffs. He played the entire first round versus the Knicks. Again, I don't understand why you have to exaggerate to him missing the entire postseason until the finals. But what I really don't get, this whole KD didn't go to the finals from the age of 22 to his time going to the Warriors. They just mentioned 2012, beating the Thunder. Was KD not on that team? I am so confused.
They go back in 2016. 2015, he loses both, Kyrie and Kevin Love. These are serious runs now that we're talking about. He loses both. He gets them to the NBA Finals. He loses in 6 games.
He didn't play the Spurs twice?
He did. He lost one. But I'm saying the runs that he's had, the major runs that he's had, and the one where he lost against the Spurs, Chris Bosh wasn't playing that playoffs either. And the one where he lost against the Spurs, Chris Bosh wasn't playing that playoffs either.
As I just stated earlier, Chris Bosh played every single playoff game in 2013 and 2014. Why are you lying? What the hell? Strike three.
In his prime, from 07, if we take 2007 to 2020, and we look at LeBron's teammates, and we measure him up against who he's played against, he's had one of the least amount of help ever. Ever. Because if you're telling me right now, right? If you're telling me, you take any player of all time, take any player all time that you want, right? And place him where LeBron was in the same position he was in from 2007 to 2020. I'm here to tell you breaking news. Not a single one of them walks away with 4. Not one.
You must be on something or coming off it.
Mike?
Does not walk away with 4.
Oh, you're on something, all right. Must be some powerful shit, too.
Wins the Dallas one and maybe one of the Warriors ones. Maybe.
Kobe?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
Magic?
not. Because if we start going down the list of who they beat versus who LeBron beat, it looks very different. It looks very different. You're going to need Chris Bosh. You're going to need Ray Allen. You're going to need Dwayne Wade. You're going to need Kyrie Irving to take down Steph Curry, to take down James Harden, to take down Kevin Durant, to take down Tim Duncan, to take down Dirk Nowitzki, to take down the teams that they had built, to take down Klay Thomas, to take down Klay Thomas. From what I just named, 3 of those guys played on the same fucking team in the middle of their prime, and that's who LeBron had to play against.
Looking for emotional.
Curry.
And we're ignoring the Hall of Famer Draymond Green. One of the greatest defensive players ever. We're ignoring it. We're throwing it to the side and not even worrying about it.
Just the greatest.
So yes,
LeBron, bro.
he's played with a lot of talent, but in the era that he was in, it required it. It required it, bro. We saw a team of Chris Paul and James Harden in the middle of their fucking prime, and people were like questioning, are they a contender? Like, is this team a contender, bro? I don't know. 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball, 2 of the best players to ever play basketball, were on the same team in the middle of their primes, and we were questioning, hey, bro, are these guys contenders?
They
Think
took
about where the league was.
they took Golden State to 7, right?
Think about where the fucking league was.
So
All right, so I came back because, again, I am still so confused as to what was happening earlier with the whole KD didn't go to the finals. So in case I'm on crack and that didn't deserve a strike, this isn't a strike. This whole sequence is an ejection. The darker DJ Khaled on the left, he interjects and says a great point that I was going to say. We're questioning if they're contenders. They took the Warriors to 7. The Rockets, I'm assuming he's talking about the Rockets, right? But he applied all that context for LeBron and injuries. But just like the low video, when I did the LeBron lacking accountability montage, we ran out of talent. Corona. We lost because of Corona. Everybody's in and out, blah, blah. Okay, you could say the same for Chris Paul. So injuries only matter when it happens to LeBron's teammates. This dude just made a great point that they were super contenders. And you just ignore that? That's not a good basketball discussion. Because for one, you're taking it over. We taking over. One basketball narrative at a time.
DJ Khaled.
So you give MJ the Mavericks. That's hilarious because it's true, most likely, but it's hilarious that you just give him that. This is super hypothetical, who cares? But just to automatically dismiss, no way anybody else wins 2007. That's not a super team or anything. I thought we were applying context, DJ Khaled. You think MJ's gonna shoot 35% and average 6 turnovers? Well, the 3-point shooting, yeah, 20%. That's not abnormal for MJ. Even if it's the 07 rules, because MJ already showed that he was him even in a Wizards uniform. He got nerfed a little because he was old, but he's still with the top 10 scorers of the league. Now I'm going too far with this, but what about the Heat? The Miami Heat in 2020 are nowhere near a super team. Like, I'm not going to mention Dragic and Bam Adebayo being injured for the 20th time, but they were injured a lot of those games. According to DJ Khaled, hell, I might as well just say Dragic and Bam missed the entire playoffs, since a couple playoff games missed due to injury means they were out the entire playoffs. Man, there's so much wrong with this video, bro.
One more time, I want to give the drummer some of this funky soul we got.